Christie here, back with another installment of 15-Minute Friday. I know I missed last week. It was a crazy weekend, so it's good to be back and doing another installment. First of all, I want to say hi. If you're new here, I hope you will stick around and check out my other videos. And if you like what you see, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button to become a part of my YouTube community. If you want to be notified when I post a new video, you just hit the notifications button, which is right next to subscribe. It's a little bell, so just ding the bell, and it will notify you when I post new videos. So on Fridays, I post 15-minute videos of me doing some work for 15 minutes, whatever that may be. It may be a traveler's notebook, it may be Bible journaling, it may be a layout, it may be organization. So today it is a life crafted spread. Let me grab my album. So the life crafted albums are from Citrus Twist. They measure almost 9.5 and 6.5, I guess, and the spine is 2 inches. So this is what it looks like. They come in various colors. So there's black, which shows all the pet hair. There's a yellow, there's a blue, like a country blue. I'm not sure what else. I'm not sure. I think there's one more color. I'm not sure what it is. So this one, I'm just documenting me this year. And this that I'm working on is actually going on the back of this. So this spread I did, this is a picture of me the day I turned 40 with my mom and my aunt and my best friend. So on the back, I have this space where this is gonna go, okay? And my picture is a little bit larger. It's a selfie. So I include in this album one selfie every month, and I try to include that in there, one that's in, kind of represents my month. So, all right, the first thing I did this earlier, I put some of water in this Inklings. Now this is a creamy, it's Dandelion, and it is super, it's like marigold almost. Super, super, super yellow. I need more water. I literally put water in it and then left for the evening's activities, soccer game, etc., to let it sit. So the way these pots work, the creamies and the Inklings, you add water, they come dry, you add water, and it will turn into this kind of liquidy paint. Some of these have shimmers, some do not. Doesn't look like this Dandelion has any shimmer to it, but this one definitely does. And this is called Coral Reef. Fitting enough. So I'm just going to use the packaging technique. So I put a little bit of the paint on here, and I will spray water just because it doesn't spread so well when it's not, when it's just by itself, like the Inklings or creamies. Okay, so I realized I had this this close to my heart. It's a mixed media mat, I think. And all this time, it's been underneath this portion, like when I lay out my butcher paper, it's been underneath my butcher paper. And then it just occurred to me that why didn't I just bring it out and do my mixed media, and then it wouldn't like get on my butcher paper. What a concept, huh? So I pulled it out, and we'll see. I think I'm gonna like how this works. All right, I'm gonna add a very little bit of this marigold because, as you can see, it is super vibrant, and I don't want it to overpower what's going on. And I'm not sure how it's gonna so that is that, and I'm gonna have to let that dry. That's part of the difficulty with 15-minute Fridays is I don't have a lot of drying time. So what I do is I work on what I can work on, and then the rest I do off screen, and then I share the finished product. So I wanted to show you my storage. I got these little they're photo boxes, and they are from the Container Store, and they are perfect. So what I did was I got all my mists and I put them in boxes Roy G. Biv, so in rainbow order, and it has been amazing. I was tired of looking through my drawer and picking each one up because I just had a drawer and being like, oh, not it, oh, not it. So now I just go pull a box. If I want red, I pull the red box. If I want, you know, etc. It made it so much easier. I know, it took me long enough, right? All right, let me back this with some tissue paper as usual. So how have you guys been? I hope you've been well, and I hope that you are seeing some fall weather in your neck of the woods. I live in sunny, hot South Florida. So I don't know, we don't really get fall here. There's no like changing of the leaves. It's like hot year round, so our vegetation kind of lives year round. So, but I can live vicariously through you guys. And your beautiful falls, and then you can live vicariously through me when it's winter. And it's gonna be still hot in the winter. So I mean, it's not as humid now. Right now it's beautiful weather. When I'm filming this, it's nighttime, but when I walk my dog, like in the mornings, I'm not sweating in the mornings, so that's like progress to me. Because usually it's like ridiculously hot and humid. So this piece is left over from that Valentine's layout I did, and if you want to check that out, it is in my video. I haven't figured out how to link, but I will try to link it and put it up in the corner up here, and you can see that video. But yeah, I have a process video, and this is the leftover piece. So it's been sticking around on my desk, so I figured I would put it to good use while I had the opportunity. So my main objective with doing this is just to show my picture, and what I also do in here, and I'll show you because we're waiting on this to dry. So I do a like currently page for each month. So this is January's, then this is the January selfie and the beginning of the year, and kind of like, you know, my intentions. And then I do a goal for the month page. So I use all the tabs and I use them down the page, and I kind of like make a list of things that I want to get accomplished. And then this month I had another selfie because I don't know, sometimes I just feel like 2 selfies. So this is most definitely, so I did this like this has vellum because there weren't this size page protectors yet. So this is just sequins, like a shaker pocket. And this is to introduce the month of February. Here's my selfie. That was on my birthday. Reminding myself of all of these things. And then this is the details. And this is the goals. And then I did this one in another 15-minute Friday video, so you can find that on my channel, and I will again try to link it. So I am making the page opposite here, because this is going to slide in right here, and then it's going to turn, and we're going to have this, and yeah. All right, so I'm going to dry this off and keep it moving, because nobody got time for that. So I'm probably going to be doing another giveaway on my channel here in the next couple of weeks. I have some goodies I'd like to share with you guys, so be on the lookout for that. And I love spoiling my subscribers, and I love all my new subscribers. I want to grow my channel and grow my network with people. This has really always been a passion of mine, scrapbooking and storytelling. You know, there's a lot of people that do it for various reasons and in various methods. Some people do it for their kids. Some people do it simply as a creative outlet. Some people do it just to tell stories. So there's not like a lot of artsy-fartsy stuff, as my grandma says. But there's just like a documenting of stories. And I kind of do a little bit of everything, because that's just how I roll. Oh, eyelash. I always end up with like some sort of hair or eyelash. Ugh. That's what happens when you have pets. So, all right. So the reason I use the coral reef and the marigold is because I'm using this strip, and this strip is one of the 6x8 papers. It's right there. It is absolutely gorgeous. The Citrus Twist Life Crafted kits have been blowing me away lately. The details, everything. It's amazing. I mean, you know, it's hard to find something that's consistently good. And this has been consistently good. I'm super impressed with what the Kids Trina puts together. So that's what I think I'm going to do here. But I obviously want to add some little bits and bobs. I had cut out, let's see. Oh, I have that. I forgot about that. I had punched out some circles when I was playing around, and to do some different stuff with. So this I was going to put under here like that. I just love these kits. This yellow is so vibrant, and I'm just totally digging it. I'm digging it. Might want one of these. Bigger size. I have a ton of circle punches. I'm sure a lot of you do too. So when okay, this is a little trick. So when I use my 6x8 paper to punch circles or any shape, I try to, if I know I'm not going to use the whole thing, I try to leave one long edge intact. So if I need a strip of this paper to go the length of my page, I have it. So I don't know if that helps any of you guys, but it really has saved me from wasting a lot of paper and then not having it when I really want it. So this is a little too much. Let's see. So it's gonna go there. We've got this. Something else I was gonna add. So I'm gonna show you the papers that come in the kit. I've used some of them, obviously. This one and this one. This one. Look at this paper. A grid. I might use this in my 6x8 album that I'm doing. Look at that. All right, I might have to mute some of these down. And the way that I mute them down is I just simply take some white acrylic paint. I will show you that now, actually. Kids made off with my acrylic paint. So what I do is I just put a little bit of white acrylic paint here and I add water. So it's not as overpowering. And make sure that if you've got any color that you've, and then what you can do is you can paint this. And since I'm on my mixed media mat that somehow I forgot that I had, you can just paint over it and you will have a muted, more muted palette. Sometimes the papers are just, you know, too bright. So I might do some, I actually used my Jane Davenport. I can't find it. I think my kids were playing with it and made off with it. I have a mermaid brush that I use. Oh, let me do this one too. And yeah, so I might use some of this and flick it on my page. Eep, it's getting too wet. The reason I water it down is because I want to diminish the opacity. Is that the word? The opacity of the paint, so that I'm just getting a muted color and not a whited out color. Make sense? So let me add some white flicks of paint here with all of this, because since my water is so, wow. This is not working for me. All right, well, it is what it is. I see it a little bit. Okay, so I've got these pieces, they're gonna dry, and I am going to finish up this page. So my time is up. I just wanna say thank you for joining me, and I will be back with another video on Monday, a process video. I already finished the layout, so look for that on Monday, and thanks for tuning in. Have a great weekend. Bye.